NFT marketplace X2Y2 is letting buyers avoid royalty payments, sparking debate over the importance of royalties and NFTs. So buyers on the marketplace can now choose the amount of royalties that they want to contribute. In a tweet, X2Y2 said dominant aggregators intend to provide similar functionality in the imminent future. As such, X2Y2 would like to make sure we are ready and staying on top of market movements. Zach, what do you think about this? I mean, royalties feel like an embedded part of NFT culture, and now we see that some marketplaces are going to say, hey, if you don't want to pay those royalties, you don't gotta.
Yeah, they ain't. They're only enforced at the marketplace level, and these marketplaces are vying for market share, right? We've seen OpenSea consolidate its lead as the NFT marketplace incumbent, and some newer upstarts. They got to mix it up. They got to change it up. If this is in favor to collectors rather than creators, then maybe that is the way that they're going to win a little bit of market share. So it is interesting to see this unfold because royalties have long been thought of as something that was baked into some of these NFTs, but we're seeing here that that's only true at the marketplace level. So, they're not technically enforceable. Maybe there's going to be some social pressure exerted on these marketplaces that are making these decisions, but it just speaks to the way a marketplace works. It's the marketplace, and each marketplace is going to offer its own unique twist on how they should go about capturing interest in users. And we're going to see people experiment with different features when it comes to unseating some of the big giants already emerging in the NFT marketplace landscape. That's my kind of thought, but yeah, I don't know. I'll kick it to Will. What are you thinking?
I dig it. A marketplace for marketplaces. If all these marketplaces are created, there's going to be a marketplace for them, right? So if we're going to have some competition there. I would like to say that there's nothing new under the sun, right? Like all these NFT marketplaces, they have like the royalty things out there and they're trying to compete at different levels. At the end of the day, it all comes down to the same thing, and that's getting a really cheap price for consumers and like the easiest way getting on the platform and off the platform quickly. That's all people want, right? I don't want to spend more money and I don't want to spend a bunch of time on your marketplace. I just want to get my NFT and get off it and get it for cheap. So that's where you're going to see royalty payments go away. And I saw in this article, there's some talk about like artists being upset and NFT creators being like, well, this is the whole reason we have NFTs is because we want to create our art and have some sort of kickback every time someone else purchases it. It's like the reality of the world is that's not going to happen, right? After a while, people are going to be done with that. They're not going to want to pay that kickback. They just want a cheap price. So I think all these royalty things are going to go away. Whatever's going to cause markets to be more efficient is going to be the way forward. Jen, back to you.
What about the creators, though? This is so sad. We spent a whole year talking about how NFTs were going to empower creators and that they were going to finally be able to make money from their content. And now people just don't want to pay. I want to add, there was some backlash, and this marketplace said that it would force buyers to pay royalties on one of one NFTs and is creating a holders-only voting system where holders can decide as a group whether to enable or disable royalties. Feels like a little bit of a micro DAO of sorts where all the holders can get together and say, we want to allow royalties or we don't want to allow royalties. Beeple weighed in on this and he said that, you know what? Marketplaces can do whatever they want and creators need to build a collector base that wants to pay royalties. So I thought that was really interesting. It comes back to creators fostering a community that wants to support them. I think that's something we saw far before Web3, and it's something that needs to come into Web3. It's not the technology's job to make sure that you get your money. And that is the final word on that one.